Okay, so I tried to do a live video. I think maybe my internet's too slow or something. I have no idea, but it wouldn't work. It kept saying reconnect, and then I tried to reconnect and it didn't reconnect. I don't know. But it's my afternoon coffee in the
that she always has to have.
Yes, I always have to have afternoon coffee. It's actually evening coffee because it's like 5 o'clock now, but oh well. Nothing special here, just plain old Folgers with French vanilla coffee mate. So, welcome to Farm Girl Fibers podcast. This is episode 10, where I tried to go live and something happened. So, I'm going to try to make this somewhat fast, so I may be talking a little bit fast, but I don't know, it's getting a little late in the evening. Go out to the garden here in a little bit and stuff. So also my husband might be home pretty soon and it gets all chaotic whenever he gets home, but we'll try to get through this pretty quickly. And it's been a few weeks, so I have a few things to talk about, several things to share with you. And if you want to, please follow me on Instagram at slhargis, and I'll put it down somewhere. And on Ravelry, SL Hargis, and I also started a podcast group this last week, and I need to invite people and start some more threads and stuff. But I did start a podcast group, the Farm Girl Fibers group, and it's on Ravelry, of course. There's not much anything really going on in it right now. I probably need to scoot back a little bit so the sun's not so bright, but I want to do some sort of knit along, maybe socks, because I've been I just really like socks, and it's a nice easy project to take with you places in the summertime. Also, I really like sweaters, and I want to do another sweater, but I don't know, I want to do the Like a Cloud cardigan, so possibly a sweater or cardigan knit along. I'm not really sure what to do about that yet. But anyway, if this is your first time, thanks for watching. If you've watched before, thanks very much for coming back, and hopefully you'll find something that maybe inspires you or whatever. So the first thing I'm going to show is in this Lila Styles project bag. It's Luna, and on the inside it has this really cool Dumbledore's Army print. And this is Vlad the Vampire Bat, which I've been working on for quite a while.
It's supposed to be mine and hers and Daddy's, and I don't know whose else.
Apparently he's trying to steal it from me. So, Lalylala, I think, is the design store or whatever on Ravelry, and she has all sorts of designs for different.
And the fluff that she got to fluff her had an owl design.
An owl pattern on the back of the fluff, yeah. But she has lots of crochet.
She wasn't very fluffy.
It's pretty fluffy, but crochet patterns.
But it didn't feel very soft.
Okay, well, quit interrupting. But they're very, very cute and adorable. She has like lamb and a kangaroo, and I don't know what else. I got the kangaroo pattern, and someday I'm going to do the kangaroo pattern. For this, I'm using, stop it, I'm using leftovers from my Sew Faded, is that it? Yeah, Sew Faded sweater, or whatever. I think it's the Sew Faded. It's the raglan pullover that's Finger and Weight by Andrea Mowry. And, so, I didn't have the exact amount of grams of this darkest color here, so I am doing the pants and a dark gray. This color right here is my Nevermore colorway, and I really, really like it a lot. These are all tweed, on a tweed base, because I use the tweed for my Sew Faded pullover, and I dyed all the yarns for that, but most of them is just one-of-a-kind colors. Obviously I could redo the gray, and I can actually redo the Nevermore, or at least I've redone it before. I don't know if I could redo it again. But anyway, so a week or two ago, my wrist was hurting a lot and my thumb, so I decided I would crochet some, and I finished off some of this. It's just, I'm extremely slow with crochet, and I have to really concentrate, so I've not been working on it very much at all. But all I have left to do is the legs and, of course, the arms. The ears look a little bit tricky. The cape looks pretty straightforward, so maybe the hardest part's finished. I don't know. So that's that. Next thing, this is one of the project bags I've made. I've showed it before. It's a little knot by Indigo. The pattern's by Indigo Bird Design, I think. But this was the smallest size of that pattern, and I want to make the medium at some point. So I got this the other day, Saturday, and I couldn't wait to cast it on. We were going to a cookout that evening, so I wanted a Nasty Easy Project vanilla socks to knit on, and I have some Felici vanilla socks, but I just wanted to, I just could not wait. So this is the Burrow color by Nomadic Yarns on the twisty sock, which is an 80-20 high twist. I love that base for socks, and this is what I've got so far. So and that's the, oh, this is part of my acquisitions as well, but Stash and Handsmith, whatever. But that's the Leaky Cauldron stitch marker from Simply Serving, and it came in as a part of a mini skein set from Bad Wolf Girl Studios. They did a collaboration. But anyway, so I have it on there to mark progress, and I've come pretty far on these. I just worked on them Saturday evening and Sunday morning, and maybe a little bit Sunday evening or yesterday, or I don't know, not much, not a whole lot, but all that, I worked on just a little bit yesterday, but I did all that mostly Saturday and Sunday morning, Saturday evening and Sunday morning. And every time I knit a Nomadic yarn sock, I think this is my favorite. This is my favorite. I love this color. And I'm using the Knit Picks Rainbow Wood needles in size 1 for the DPNs. I've gotten to where I like DPNs for sock knitting. And one thing, I want these to be about mid-calf or maybe a little bit higher. Maybe not all the way to my knees, but pretty close. But I cast on 64 stitches with a size 1.5 needle because my legs are really, really large. My calves are. And then I knit about 3 inches of I did twisted 2x2 twisted rib where I twisted just the knit stitches, and then I switched to size 1 needles for the main part of the sock, which I know usually you do opposite, but since my calves are so big, I did the 1.5 to give plenty of stretch. I did the German twisted cast on, so I switched to size 1s for this part, and as I go down, like, I don't remember exactly where, but somewhere in here, I decreased to 60 stitches, and then I decreased to 56. So, right now I'm at 56 stitches, I'm pretty sure. And then I'll knit this to about 11 inches and do a heel flap and gusset and the foot. So, that's that. And I know I'm kind of rushing through this a little bit, but I also don't want to make you sit through like a couple hours of me just chit-chatting. And probably you all heard about the Tits Out Collective week before last. Not this past Sunday, but the Sunday before. So I participated in that, and here's the prototype, which the finished skeins look pretty much the same. Probably should have got a picture of them all together, but I didn't. But anyways, I really, really am happy about how this color turned out. It's quite a lot brighter than other stuff I dye, but I really like it a lot. And I just realized I forgot to bring in my other hat that I already finished, but I'll get it in a minute, I guess. So I'm using that color, the Tits Out Collective color. If I want exposure, I'll get my Tits Out Squeeze Your Boobies edition. And then this is left over from, what sweater? This was left over from I think this is the Light Ease, a pattern by Alicia Plummer, and I held this double with another color. But anyways, this is Superwash Merino, and it's a 4-ply high twist, and this pattern calls for a high twist, so I think this should work. This right here is just the plain old 75-25 sock. But anyway, this is the Brioche Pussycat Hat pattern by Tristan of Dragon Hoard Yarn. And this one has a very low contrast between the two colors, which is fine with me. I'm a looser knitter than some, so I went ahead and, especially since it was brioche, makes it like, you know, more loose anyway. So I used a size 3 needle instead of the recommended 4. And it seems to be working out pretty good. The other one that I finished fit pretty well. So, and it's actually for somebody else. And I think I cast on for the medium size. So size 3 needles, medium size of the pattern. And it's just a brioche. You do a 1x1 twisted rib where you twist the knit stitches, and then the brioche, and then you just knit and make it the little cat ears at the end. So that's that. In these little project bags, I always just tie up. I started putting handles on them, but this was before I thought about handles, so I just tie up the strings and use it like that, carry it around that way. I may have to edit out some of this coffee drinking. It's pretty good. Folgers, what is it? The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. So the Zweig sweater is right here somewhere. Now I did finish the body, but I haven't started on the sleeves. It's on hold at the moment. It's too hot to think about wearing it for several months, so I figure sometime next month I'll work on this, or maybe at the end of the month. I have a road trip coming up, so I may get started on the sleeves and then work on the sleeves in the car ride up there and back. But if I can get this done by, you know, mid to late September, it'll be still too hot to wear it. But anyway, hopefully we can go up to the New England states for fall break and see, you know, see all the trees they have there. And then, if so, this would be great to wear then. But I've talked about this before, so I won't spend too much time on it. I knit, I think, to the recommended length. I did 8 or 10 rows of the ribbing, and some of these little X's aren't really where they're supposed to be. You're supposed to have so many rows between all the X's, and there's a few times where I've miscounted, and they're like a little bit closer, like right here. I don't know if you can even see it, but like wherever the X's are, like these two are closer together than these two, but it's okay. Nobody's gonna get that close to inspect it. It's fine. I really love this pattern, and I may make another one. I don't know. I may make another Sunset Highway first. I can't decide. But anyway, I did size 5 needles like what's recommended. I actually did a gauge swatch, got gauge, and so I used size 5. I ordered some DPNs for the sleeves because I think I like that better than Magic Loop for sleeves and small circular knitting at times. I don't know. Kind of depends. For hats, I kind of like the Magic Loop, but it just depends. So I ordered from Amazon and got the DPNs. They're Knitter's Pride, and the only Knitter's Pride size 5s that they had was these cubics. So hopefully they won't change the gauge or anything that much. So I'll get started on the sleeves. Probably take that as car knitting, because that'll be pretty, I think that'll be easy enough, even with counting for the X's. And I should be able to finish at least one sleeve on the way up there, and maybe one sleeve on the way back, then I'll be finished with the sweater. But as you do, I cast on another project because, you know, why wait till you finish one sweater? Just start another one. And this is the Tegna, which I'm really hoping doesn't end up being too big. I know it's supposed to have like 10 inches of positive ease. It seems like it has more than 10 inches, but I did a gauge swatch, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know, it was hard to tell, because one time I measured it, and it was like, gauge I think is 22 inches per 22 stitches per 4 inches, and I think one time I measured it, and it was like 21 stitches, and another time it was like 20, and another time it was 22, and then anyways, I just decided we'll go with it, it's close enough. So these are I'm doing size 4 needles, and I think it's going to be airy enough. I wanted it to be, you know, nice and airy so I can wear it in the summer. I am using Knitpic's Lindy chain. I think I got rid of all the things, but I went ahead and caked it up, and this one's kind of messed up. And it is a cotton linen blend by Knitpic's. It's fingering weight, and it's some sort of, I don't know, I guess maybe it's Lindy chain because it's chain plaid. And I don't know if you'll be able to tell it on here, but it's kind of got an odd, it's not like plaid like normal, where you can see there's 2 or 3 or 4 strands twisted around each other. So, but I don't know, it's just different. But I really like working with it. It's really nice to work on in the hot, humid Tennessee summer. It has been so hot this year. It was like the heat index on 4th of July was, I don't know, 105 or something. It was heat index of 102 at like 10 o'clock that morning. It was just almost unbearable. It was unbearable for me. The humidity is so hot here, and like we've been out. We went to Utah one year in August, and we went to the desert, and so I thought, you know, it's gonna be hot as you know what in the desert. It was hot until you got in the shade, and then it was nice and cool, and at night it was nice and cool. Here in Tennessee, it doesn't matter where you're at. The sun, the shade, nighttime, whatever, it's hot. So that's the irritating part. But I knew I wanted something I might could wear in the summer here. So that's why I chose the linen cotton blend. I'll get it a little bit closer. This lace was so much fun, and I really went quickly through it. I'm using the Lika needles, the interchangeable ones, and this linen cotton slides so well over these needles. Like, I think the needle, I use these all the time. I use wooden needles if it's Knitpic's. The Likas are my favorite. And but they don't sell individual DPN sets, so I've just been getting the Knitpic's DPNs because I don't really want to buy a whole set of DPNs, I don't think, because I need like 5 size 1s for socks, so I don't really want to buy size 0 to 3 whenever I barely use 2 and 3. Anyways, so I think these are very, very smooth needles, and I've not had a problem with any of the yarns not wanting to glide smoothly. The silk merino blend that I used maybe was the least smooth gliding on these, but this linen cotton blend on these wood needles is just amazing. I love it. It's so much smooth. And so I'm just today, this afternoon, just a few minutes before I started this, split for the sleeves. So you do it bottom up, around in circles. Everybody and their mothers knit this and all the rest of the Caitlin Hunter patterns. And so then now I'm working on the back, go back and forth, and then you do the front. I don't know, this is my first time doing a sweater this way. Second time doing a bottom up sweater. The other bottom up sweater was a raglan. I can't say I like raglan bottom up sweaters. I prefer raglan top down. But this one, I'll see how I like this. This one might be okay. I guess it's more of a drop shoulder or something. I don't know. I don't know what it is. But anyway, you put the sleeves in later. You don't put any like stitches on hold specifically for sleeves. So we'll see. But I really like it. This is a bag I made last summer. It's got little camping, tents, campers, bicycles. It's fun for the summer. And I like that. So, I think that's it for works in progress. I did finish the test knit, but I don't know when the release date is. So I'm very, very sorry that I cannot show that. I do have a finished Brio's Pussycat hat, but I may just put a picture in or something. I don't know. I'm going to take it up to a relative later this month for present for her, because she asked me, like, I don't know, a year and a half ago to make her a Pussycat hat, and I never did, as it seems like I do that a lot. But anyway, I'm going to take a pause for just a minute. How do I pause? Okay, I'm back. I got lots of fun stuff in the mail. I buy too much junk. It's not junk, it's knitting related, so it can never be junk, right? But I got lots of fun stuff in the mail. So we'll do that, and then we'll do shop stuff. So we'll start with the knit picks. I ordered from Knit Picks because I wanted to get the linen and cotton, and I didn't feel like trying to look up how to dye linen and cotton and mess around with trying to get the color I wanted. So I think I may do, I may try to get some linen and cotton to try dyeing with some sort of natural dyes or something. But I just wanted to get started on this sweater, or this shirt, so maybe I could wear it, sometime before it got too cold. So while I was on Knit Picks, I went ahead and looked at what else they had, and because they were having a sale. That's another reason I thought, this yarn's on sale, so I might as well just go ahead and try it for the Tegna and, see, because it was really cheap. It was like $22 or $23 for a sweater's quantity. So I mean, there's no way I could dye it for that. Especially, because I would have to buy some sort of dyes for the cotton, or attempt to use tie-dye, or try to research, and I just didn't feel like doing that. I just wanted to get the sweater started and get it done. But anyways, while I was there, I found the Fleechy Worsted on sale. This was cheap too. They have new colors. Now this is hibiscus. I think this was from the last update. So the day after I ordered this Knit Picks order, they came out with the new Fleechy colors. And I may get some. I wanted the Blue Lagoon and the Dance Party, and there might have been one more that I was looking at, but I don't know. I have some Fleechy back there that I still haven't made into socks, but I got this to make somebody some house thick socks for a Christmas present. I just got to figure out who, so I have an idea of how big to make the socks before I get started on those. But I would like to get started. I'm going to use the Tin Can Knits Rye, I think, some type of grass sock pattern. It's a worsted weight, and so these will knit up pretty quickly. I'm just not sure who would want the thick socks, so I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Then I got the Lindy chain. And I also ordered what I thought, I did order a sweater's quantity of this, but they only sent me 2. So I'm still waiting on the rest, but this is what I'm going to do with, for the Like a Cloud. And again, these were on sale. The stroll was on sale, so I think it was like $23 for enough for the Like a Cloud cardigan. And I figured I'll just go ahead and buy it because I like stroll. I don't really like Knitpick Swish because I think it was way too staticky whenever I was working on it. It felt like working with acrylic, and I didn't like that. I know a lot of people use it, and I'm sure it's fine for, I'm probably just picky, but I like the stroll. I don't like the swish. But anyway, this is the ash color, which is dark gray, and I thought about dyeing up a color, but then I thought, I'll just order it, and then that way I thought it would be ready to go, and I could take it with me on my road trip. But then they only sent me 2 skeins, so I'm waiting on the other. And I did email them to see like when it might be shipped out, and they said that they're working on it, blah blah blah, but we'll see. I hope it, like, I know the dye lots, but surely to goodness it won't be that much different. Oh, if it is, I don't know. I guess I wish I had just dyed it myself, huh? That's another thing, I didn't feel like alternating, which I probably could have got by with a solid color, not alternating. But it has that texture, and you're supposed to always alternate if you're doing hand-dyed. I don't know, I just ordered it. I wanted to try. So we'll see how it goes. And perhaps if it's really bad difference, I could hold it together with a lighter gray, like Dove Heather, and make the Weekender or something. That would be pretty. But anyway, I digress. So I already showed you the Burrow, which I got from Nomadic Yarns. I ordered these ages ago, sometime in May. And this, the reason why I did an order with Nomadic Yarns in May was this color right here. This is, I Put a Spell on You. Is that it? I know it's a Hocus Pocus color. Oh, I Smell Children. Even better. So this is the I Smell Children color. Again, on the twisty sock, 80/20. It says hand wash, but I've machine washed the 80/20, so it'll be machine washed. I wish she had the option of a mini skein, because look, would it not be awesome to have that red or that really bright purple? Is it even showing up? Let me bring you over here. It would be so awesome to have that bright purple or the bright reddish color as the contrast. I would love that. And I don't know if I can make that. And I don't know if Knitpicks has bright purple in straw. Well, I don't know if anyway, we may just, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'll figure out something. So, I think I'm going to make my sister finally make her some socks, because she loves Hocus Pocus. Although, I really like Hocus Pocus too, and I want me some socks with it. But, I'm so whiny. I did get another Deathly Hallows charm, with the Burrow color. But, anywho, so this is beautiful, and this will be my Socks for Dobby next month socks. The Burrow is Socks for Dobby this month socks, July. I didn't mention the date. What is today's date? The 10th? July 10th, 2018. So next month I'll do the Hocus Pocus, and I would give those to her for Christmas, but then she wouldn't be able to make. They may have to be a birthday present, although that's a really good birthday present. I don't know if she's that special. That's just joking. I've been watching the Periscoping Sisters, and one episode, sometime this year, but they were saying how somebody commented that one of them, and I don't remember which one, I think the one, Amy, I think it was Amy, the one with the glasses and the ear thing, commented about how she was mean to Debbie, the other one, and it was so funny because the way me and my sister are, I never thought, you know, she's been mean or rude or anything. If me and my sister had a podcast, she'd be so mean to me, but then I guess I'd be mean back to her. But anyways, I love those because they kind of remind me of me and my sister, except my sister's, she doesn't like to knit or anything, so that's kind of a bummer. But this episode is just zoom, zoom back and forth. But anyways, here's my Tits Out collective. I saved this, I made an extra one because I want to make socks. This has pink in it. I may end up making my sister's socks with this and keeping the hocus pocus for me. I don't know. But I may make socks out of this with, anyway, I don't know for sure. But, so, this, her favorite color is pink. That's why I said the pink. But I saved a skein out because I wanted some socks. If I make them for me, they will be knee socks, and I will wear them around the house and who knows where else. Because I really like knee socks now. Then, how long do we go? 9 minutes. So we're not. So that'd be about 30 minutes, I think, total. So it's not too long. So one thing I have decided suddenly that I wanted to do is spin. So I've been having some trouble with my wrist, and I don't know if anybody else has this trouble, but I'm hoping I don't have carpal tunnel, but I probably do. So here, and here, and my thumb kind of hurts. And the more I knit, I feel like the more it hurts sometimes. I knit quite a while today, this afternoon, and it didn't start hurting at all. So I don't know. I just really don't know. I think I need to do more yoga to help with the muscles all down through my arm. But I decided I needed another hobby to, you know, distract me from not being able to knit. Because crochet, like I got this thing to go around the crochet hook that makes it big so I don't have to, like, you know, pinch it. It's like, but crochet is really boring to me. Like, it's really frustrating because I don't know why. But I don't like crochet that much. It's just not as relaxing. It's more of something I do because I like the finished product. I don't crochet because I really enjoy the process. I want the product. So I needed something to occupy me and maybe help rest my wrists some. So I got a drop spindle. I actually got 2 drop spindles, but I got this, I love the knitting community. It is amazing. I'm a photographer, or I was. I've not been taking pictures recently, but the photography community it can be brutal. Like, just, if you want to learn something about photography, it's like pretty much, you can't learn that. If you want to learn something in the fiber community, there's all kinds of people to help, and it is just amazing. So I commented something about on a picture, I think it was a picture about like maybe wanting to learn drop spindling, and either drop spindling or weaving. I couldn't make up my mind. So this lady, Thistle and Heart on Instagram, she just, you know, sends me a message about, here's a tutorial video to watch to get you started, and then I was talking back and forth to her, and so she's just like, you know what, I have some BFL fiber, just bare undyed BFL fiber, and I'll just send you some, couple ounces, so you can have something to practice on. And so she sent me a couple ounces of this BFL, and it is so stinking soft. But I've spun it all up, and what I looked at on the tutorial about plying it last night, it said it needed to rest. So I just finished it last night, so I'm going to patiently wait a couple of days, maybe, before I attempt to ply it. But, so I got that in the mail, acquisition, the spindle, and I ordered the spindle from Created by Elsie B, and she had fiber. She does fiber as well. So I got this. And I've already taken it out of the braid. I'm sorry. I put a picture on Instagram of it in the braid. But it's got pale purple, this denim-y looking blue, a deep like burgundy, and some parts that are not dyed. It's just all my colors. I love it. So I decided on this because, again, it's all my colors, and from what I've been told, stay away from more slippier things like silk or superwash fibers when you're first learning. And also another one that I was told to probably not try to learn on is bamboo. So that narrowed it down some. So I went with Polwarth because I've been interested in, you know, knitting something with Polwarth or getting Polwarth yarn. So I thought, you know, I'll just start with Polwarth fiber. Why not? So I got this braid that's no longer a braid, and the spindle. It was so pretty that I didn't want to try it first. She also sent with the spindle a little bit of, I don't know where I put it, a little bit of green. Oh, right here it is. So the spindles she sends are for beginners, and she has typed up all this, like 3 pages or something, of how to do it, how to spin. And then she's put in, not linked, or you can't click on it, it's paper, but she's put in, and you can't see it because it's too bright, little links, you know, to type in and go search for different tutorials on YouTube. So like there's one for drafting. I need to watch that one again because drafting is the hardest part. There's one for finishing your yarn, winding a center pull ball, Andean plying. That's what I'm going to try first, the Andean plying. Using a nitty knotty, and so on and so forth. So that's really awesome. And she included a bit of fiber. I don't know, I didn't weigh it, so I don't know how much it is. And kind of wasted some of it. It kept falling apart whenever, you know, I tried to draft it. So I got this leftovers here. But this was my first. And there's some, I just rolled it up on this little toilet paper roll thing until I figure out what I want to do with it, and I held it there with a paper clip because, you know. So that's what I did first, and it's probably okay, but there's some parts in here that's not twisted at all, and then there's some parts that are itty teensy, you know, so it's really uneven. But it was fun to learn on. And then I did the BFL, the Bare BFL fiber. I wasted quite a bit of it too, but there's parts on here that are pretty thick and probably not twisted enough, but hopefully don't fall apart. I'm going to apply it to help, you know, hold it together. There's not that many like teensy tiny thin pieces that may or may not break. It went a lot smoother the second time around. And so this is here because I tried doing it without a leader yarn, which I don't know. I think I like it with a leader better. But anyway, this morning I did this. So apparently from things I've watched on YouTube last night, you take the braid thing apart and then you split it all in half all the way down, make you 2 sections. Well, then I split them in half again. So, well, I split it in half, so then you get 2 clumps. Well, one of the clumps I took and split in half again, and I'll do that for the next one later. But anyways, so here's this, and it is the most beautiful thing ever. I love it. There's a couple parts in here that's probably not spun tight enough, like right there. I'm sure you can't see it, but you know, looking at it, it looks pretty even for, you know, me just starting. And then I'll apply it together eventually, and it'll be more even. So this would be like a fourth. So, you know, I split the second bunch in half lengthwise. So this is about 1/4 of the 4 ounces. So I guess this should technically be an ounce. I don't know for sure though. But anyway, 1/4 of the braid. So I can't stop spinning. It's so fun. And I ordered a 3rd spindle from Snyder Spindles this morning because up here at the top it has an atom, like, you know, the quantum mechanical model of the atom. It's on the top. The Big Bang Theory model is on the top here. So anyways, that kind of spoke to my chemistry self, and I had to order it. Again, with the stash enhancements, Dragon Hoard Yarn. I haven't ordered from them before, from her, and I've been wanting to, and I finally did. It's the 8515. Okay, got a phone call. I need to try to hurry up because it's like now 5:35 or something. But I got the tribal color, and I just love all these speckles. She does such a good job with the speckles. I don't know what I'm going to make with this yet. I thought I would make the Forever and Always socks. I thought there for a minute I might use it in a Sunset Highway. And now I'm thinking I'm going to do the Waiting for Henry socks, because would it not be so pretty to use a turquoise for the little, you know, arrow looking things, and then maybe the color that I used for my Zweig for the pluses. So we'll see. But probably maybe I'm Waiting for Henry socks, as if I don't already have enough sock patterns that I haven't made. I need to purchase some more. But I really like this tribal color. Very pretty. And I usually don't get mini set. Actually, I've never gotten a mini skein set before, but I saw this one. I've been wanting. She posted Battle Wolf Girl Studios, Megan Battle Wolf Girl Sits and Knits on YouTube. She posted this a while back, the Hogsmeade to Diagon Alley. Or is it Diagon Alley to Hogsmeade? But anyway, whatever. So, I really wanted it. And I have no clue what to do with it. And she had somewheres, that's the receipt. I think it lists and told the different colors that were in it, but I don't really know. So anyways, Hogsmeade to Diagon Alley. Yes.
Just about the water for the tent. Did you turn it off?
I did turn it off. Yep. Thanks for reminding me though. And somewhere I've read what the colors are, but anyways, here they are. One of these is the Leaky Cauldron, and I think one of these pink ones are Madame Puttyfoot's Tea Shop, and then there might be a Zonko's. I don't remember what they are, but anyway, one of them's I don't know. One of them's Leaky Cauldron, and one of them's the other one. The Three Broomsticks, I think, is one of them, but I think they're 20 grams each. Yeah, 20 gram, 5 20 gram minis. I think I might make a cowl, like one of the ones Jamie from the Lamb Strings and More podcast. She made the poly chevron cowl, and it's a free pattern. And I think I might do that. I'm sorry for the crinkle. 2 of these are Stellina, and the other ones I think are just 75-25. But I think I might do the poly, like I could do a dark gray, like if you had the ash, it would match all of them. And maybe do the poly chevron cowl. That might work. So that's probably that's possibly what I'm gonna do. I don't know for sure yet. They're so pretty. I don't want to like just put them in some random something. I want to have something I can use a lot. So that's all the stuff I've bought. Oh, it's not. I lied. Going back to my fiber, my newfound fiber thing. I saw that Gale's art. I've heard about her sock blanks, She has some really pretty sock blanks. There's no way I could tear them apart. So, it would be a waste for me to buy her sock blanks because they're just so pretty. They're literally a work of art. But she has fiber too. And so I ended up getting this. It's Bare BFL. It's not, so it's naturally this color. So evidently BFL can come in brown sheeps or white sheep. I don't know. I don't know much about types of sheep, but it's brown and white. It looks kind of like a hot fudge sundae or something to me. So I ordered it because since it was bare fiber, it was just $9 a thing. So probably should have showed it up close before I put it back in the bag. But anyways, I thought this, since it's neutral, would go with this. So maybe I can put them together and make something nice. A shawl or something. I don't know. A cowl, a shawl, a hat. Well, not a hat. Something. And hopefully I'll get DK weight out of those. But we'll see. Anyway. Phew. I'm not used to talking this much. It's kind of, I'm getting tired of talking. So, shop update. I did some Instagram stories, but let's see here. I really like this color. Oh, what is this? Oh yes, Mermaid's Lament. So I based this off of the, at Dumbledore's funeral in book 6. At the end, the mermaid singing the funeral song in the lake. And I've had this colorway idea in my mind for a while, so I love how this turned out. This is on 75/25 DK, so it'll be good for shawls, sweaters, whatever. I sold one of these already, but this is Mermaids of the Black Lake, and this is on 75/25 fingering weight. My fescue base. I'm naming all the yarn bases after grasses, so 75/25 is fescue. If you go to my Etsy shop, you can see all the descriptions of the yarn bases. But anyways, this is Papilio stomachus. This is based off of the book series Dreams of Smoke and Bone. Daughter of Smoke and Bone. I always forget it. Daughter of Smoke and Bone is the first book, and there's 3 total. But it's all really pale with all these rainbow. Papilio stomachus is the main character and her friend, nicknamed like butterflies you get when you meet somebody you love and stuff. So that's that. These 3 are on. Oh, I'm sorry. Papilio stomachus is on 75/25 DK. These 3 are on 100% superwash high twist, 100% superwash merino high twist 4-ply. This is Plowed Fields, freshly baled hay, and the cows are in the pond. This one is going to be a regular. These 2 are one of a kind. I may try to redo Plowed Fields, and I don't really know if I can redo it, to be honest, because I didn't really I don't even remember now what I was going for, but I do remember this brown was not what I thought it would be, so I don't know if I can recreate this or not. But I do like it. I really like it. I wish I could, and these 2 would just look at that together. That would make such a pretty shawl, brioche, something. But Cows Are in the Pond was definitely a one of a kind because it didn't go quite as planned, so I had to over dye it. So there's no recreating this color since I had to over dye it. But it's still interesting, and it kind of reminded me of the cows being in the pond. So it's blues and browns. And then got some sock sets. So these are both Stellina, and each is 50 grams, so I'm selling these two together and these two together. They're the same colors, it's just that these are more color and this is more just soft speckles. So got those. And that's all for shop. That's all the stash. Quickly sewing. I finished the shorts finally. I wore them a couple weeks ago. Fit perfect. City Gym shorts by Purl Soho pattern. These bags will go in the shop, and drawstring with a little handle so you can, you know, knit. You can fold them over whenever you're at the house and make like a yarn bowl, or when you're sitting around, makes like a little yarn bowl here. So this is my first time doing patchwork bags, but I really like it. I ran out of ribbon, so couldn't finish this one. Okay, I'm almost finished. But this style of bag is going to be in the shop. It'll be, I don't know, I'm going to take a picture and put it like a made to order, because they take quite a while to put all these patchworks together. So it'll be a little while till I get some of these, you know, bags built up. And then, I don't know if you've all seen the Metamorphic dress going around on Instagram, but I made one of these, Metamorphic dress. And so you can wear it that way, and then you can flip it, and wear it this way. Pattern by Sew Liberated. And the material came from fabric.com. This is a cotton lawn, and this is a linen rayon blend. And I'm definitely wanting to make another one of these. Best part is both ways has pockets. Although I like the seam pockets on this side better than the patch pockets, because the seam pockets seem more usable to me, I guess. But anyways, that's that. So I've talked about knitting, sewing, stash, shop, spinning. That covers it all. Hopefully it didn't end up being too long. I'm going to try to podcast sooner or whatever, so that way I don't have so much to talk about all at once, but we all know that probably won't happen. But hopefully y'all enjoyed it and it wasn't too crazy. If you can, subscribe and give it a thumbs up, so that way more people can see it. And hopefully you'll come back for the next time. So I guess that's all for now. Bye-bye.